Hello, my name is Ulli Reiner, and I'm the orchestra director for the Poway Unified School District. I serve Bernardo Heights Middle School and Twin Peaks Middle School, where I teach the middle school orchestras, 6th grade through 8th grade. Today we have the Bernardo Heights Advanced 7th and 8th grade orchestra, and we're working on Symphony No. 39 by Mozart here. Okay, let's begin. All right, so we know the style of music, right? The period. Let's talk about that a little bit. Give me a little bit of some ideas. What have we discussed about this? Yes?
That it's like a classical piece.
It's a classical piece. Okay, it's by Mozart. So immediately, what does that tell you about the bowing style?
That we're going to have to do
Spiccato, right. Okay, how do we do that? How do we play spiccato effectively and really well? Tell us.
closer to the frog.
Okay, we're going to be in the lower half of the bow. What else? You tilt the wood of the bow. You don't play with flat bow hair. That's going to make it way too what? Crunchy. Yeah, really heavy and crunchy. So let's lighten up, because Mozart's orchestras were not the big 80-piece symphony orchestras that we have today. From the Romantic period on to today, the orchestras were much larger. But back in Mozart's time, when they played in the smaller halls and many times in churches as well, that they had to have smaller orchestras. But he did start adding winds and brass, but on a smaller scale. Okay, so we want to play that light Mozart style, but we still want to make those contrasts and dynamics. How do we do that? With bow what? Bow pressure.
Yeah.
Bow pressure, right. We still have to press into the string for the forte. I knew that's where you were going. And lighter for the piano. Okay, so let's start. How many beats do we have in a measure? 3. What key are we in?
C major.
C major. Okay, great. Okay, so we have to remember our C naturals, F naturals, right? Low 2s. 2s in the cellos instead of 3. All right, here we go. Beginning, and let's take the repeats. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. Nice beginning. Beautiful off the string. First violins, when you have that quarter note on that downbeat of the 3rd bar, what do you have to do to make it musical so it's not so dry? Da, 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 da. What are you going to do? Vibrato, absolutely. And what should you be doing here on those quarter notes? Yes, vibrato. So each one has a little sparkle of energy to it, and it's not so dry as well. Okay, beginning. That was a great tempo. Let's do it again. So let's add a couple musical things here. 1, 2, 3. Vibrato. Nice. First violins to the pickup to letter A. Piano. Okay, don't attack that note. Okay, and you should also be using not open E, but what? Fourth finger. Right. That'll make it softer sounding. It'll be easier to play piano there. Okay, so don't attack that note. Once again, beginning, and then everyone else has. You have a mezzo forte, then you drop to a piano. So that pickup note has to be piano. Bum, ba, da, da, then you drop. All right, beginning. 1, 2, 3. And. Nice. Then dropping to a piano, right? Can you do that with what? What do you have to use?
Less pressure.
Well, right away you have to use the pressure for the mezzo forte, but then the piano, absolutely, then you back off. Can you start right at letter A? Give me a mezzo forte. Ba-dum, ba-da-dum. That's hard to do. It's all about pressure in the bow hand. 1, 2, 3. Yes, good. Do it again, do it again. Not everybody was ready. I was a little quick here. Okay, bow on the string. Always start with the bow on the string, unless it's a pickup note that you have to lift, because you want to start with that nice clean attack and clean downbeat, or wherever that beat is. Make sure it's really precise, okay? 1, 2, 3. Good. Do it again. One more time. Give me more on the mezzo forte and drop immediately to piano. And use some vibrato too. I could see more of you using that. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Good. What is one of the biggest dangers of playing piano? What happens to the tempo? The tendency is
To slow down.
yeah. So you have to really work at keeping it moving. I mean, even professional orchestras have that happen with them too. Now go back to the beginning. Play this entire section. Let's see if we can remember everything we went over in here, and then we'll go on, okay? Just play it once. And let's keep the tempo moving in the piano section. All right, back to the beginning. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Yes? Oops. Okay, well, let's repeat it anyway. Here we go. We'll do it a second time. Second chance is good. Beginning. 1, 2, 3. In here, right? Da 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 da. You could make a little crescendo and diminuendo in there, right? Okay, letter B. Can I just have the first violins alone? And then you think about how your part, what you have to do to keep that tempo moving to drive it so they don't fall behind. Okay, first violins. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. It's a half note though. Ba, and then lift and take a breath. If you breathe with the music, it helps too. Try that again. 1, 2, 3. Good. Okay, now let's hear this section in here. Okay, without them, and you listen to them and how your part has to fit in. Okay, we're the heartbeat over here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and. Pull the tempo back. Sorry, they're in control. They're doing a great job. The only thing you could add is what? A little bit of vibrato. Yes, that would help. Okay, start at letter B. What I suggest, first violins, remember the first 2 notes in that chord are quarter notes. So what is the note you have to hold on to and sustain?
The G.
The G, yeah. The top note has to be sustained. That's the one that, you get to that top note and hold on to it. And then breathe and lift so that you're not late for the third beat. Da, 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 as we go on. Okay? Right here, letter B. Good. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and. Good. Just like the beginning again. So everything we worked on in the beginning automatically comes back. Good. Do letter B again, and then keep going. Okay? And make sure dynamically at letter D, you're exactly repeating what's at the beginning. Okay? Here we go. Very nice job. 1, 2, 3. Less bow pressure. I know it's so exciting, you want to just jump in there. You have to really hold back. But you do have the mezzo forte and the downbeat. Ba-da. That you can bring out. Okay, letter D. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and.